Hello, it is Paris and
Robin.
today we're going to be talking about vaginas. So, what is it you think people need to know about vaginas, Robin?
Actually, Paris, I think there's a lot people need to know about vaginas, but it's hard to speak about directly, so I'm thinking we can take advantage of the poetic use of metaphors and similes.
That is a great idea, Robin. Okay. So, for you guys who are just concerned, like, oh my god, these vaginas are so confusing, let me break it down for you. Vaginas are like beef jerky. Sasquatch is waiting to punch you.
I couldn't say anything better than that, but maybe we can say that vaginas are like Plato's cave. Deep, but illuminating.
Wow. Wow, that is so true. Also, I just wanted to, well, I can only really speak about my vagina and some I may have seen, but my vagina is like the top 1%. There are no black people allowed.
Except for Oprah.
Except for Oprah.
You know, I would say that my vagina is a little bit like an ice tundra. It's a winter wonderland to be enjoyed by everyone.
Interesting. That leads me to think like vaginas are like a Russian racehorse. You don't want to put a glue truck behind that.
True that, Paris. True that. I would say that most vaginas are kind of like a cookie sheet. Hot to handle, but filled with delicious.
I think also you were saying, and I'm totally taking this from you, vaginas are like a shot of vodka. They might burn at first, but whoo, will they fuck you?
Oh, yes, they will, Paris. Yes, they will. I would also say that vaginas are kind of like the church. If you want some glory, you better get into one.
Wow. Well, I think we should just go. We're just going to go and shoot some off for you real quick here. So I think vaginas are much like Mitt Romney.
Oh.
They got binders full of women.
Binders full of women have them. I don't know. I would say vaginas are kind of like windows in people's houses. Hard to look through, but with a light, you might get there.
Well, vaginas are also like Jay-Z. Ugly.
You know, vaginas are also kind of like our economy. First they're down, but you can bring them back up sometimes.
That's great. Vaginas are also like fried broccoli.
Ooh.
Good for the munchies.
Vaginas are also kind of like Doritos. Oddly shaped and a little bit crispy at the worst of times.
Oh, wow. Vaginas can also be like textbooks. Hard to read, but really valuable.
Most definitely. I value education. I would say that vaginas are kind of like air conditioning units. They take some maintenance, but no home should be without one.
Vaginas are like macaroni and cheese. They remind you of home.
Real home. I would say that vaginas are kind of like peanut butter. A little bit thick, but they go well with everything.
Okay. Vaginas are like coats. Sometimes it's good to have a little fur.
Sometimes.
All the time.
So good. Vaginas are kind of like laptops. Easy to open, but hard to get into.
Wow. Wow, that's illuminating.
It is.
Vaginas can also be like ramen. Warm as hell.
Warm as hell. Vaginas are kind of like minorities in the South. Always there, but never seen.
That concludes our talk of vaginas. Wait, I think I have. Last one. Vaginas are like brownies. They're better with a gooey center.
Oh, this is just truth. We hope we've demystified vaginas for all communities out there today.
And if you guys are wondering and still confused a little about vaginas, don't worry. This is just part 1 of our little webisode.
There will be many.